Hey everyone, and welcome to another home makeover vlog from Thick Chick 33. Today I have something that might actually appeal to interior design fans and geeks alike. I'm going to show you how we took this bland, boring off-white room to a veritable Sith fortress. This is actually my son's room, and he's been dying to paint and redecorate for like forever. So for his birthday we went a little crazy and picked out colors and new decor and a whole theme and bought a little bit of new furniture, and I love the way it turned out. Okay, don't judge me because I'm supposed to paint this side of the door ultra white and I haven't gotten around to it yet. The other side is chalkboard, so it's going to be a two-tone door. This is my son's room. He picked the colors himself. The red is called Classic Red. It's from Sherwin-Williams. And the black is actually chalkboard paint that we got at Lowe's, except for the trim. That is tricorn black that we also got at Sherwin-Williams. Let's talk about these walls because there were still tons of nails, and then we had to spackle over a lot of it once we took the nails out. And then I had to paint this Pepto-Bismol pink primer to make sure that the red took. And I'm no good at cutting the edges, so I had to wait for my father-in-law to actually come the next day and do all the cutting for me. I did apply, 2 coats of the chalkboard paint and then a coat of the pink primer, but after that I was like, dude, it's up to you. I can't do any of the cutting, so you're gonna have to get up on that ladder and get the edges for me, otherwise the entire ceiling is gonna be painted. The thing that sucks about this red was even with this pink primer, it took 3 coats. Yeah, 3 coats of red to make it like a solid color. I personally would have been happy with 2 coats, but my father-in-law is kind of a perfectionist, so he ended up putting a 3rd coat. And I have to admit, it does look pretty amazing. Moving along to these sweet LED lights. I really like these. These were super simple to put up. I got them on Amazon. They have an adhesive on the back. You just peel off the little tape. And I bought some connectors to go with it, so I had to connect 2 kits to go all the way around the room. I didn't mean for it to come down in one corner, but I ended up having to, so it would have a place to plug in. So moving on to my son's bed, he has like a combination of original Star Wars and new trilogy Star Wars stuff on his bed. He also has just a simple frame, but he got this really cool overbed shelf from Wayfair. Now this was a disaster. It came and half the box was missing. It was just torn away, and UPS had wrapped it in this plastic, I guess hoping that I wouldn't notice that half the box was missing. And I thought, okay, maybe it's not damaged, but it definitely was. There were holes in it already, like when I was looking at it, and I'm thinking, okay, just a little bit of a scratch I can handle. But unfortunately, all the boards inside were pretty much broken, and there are parts that were completely unrepairable. So I actually emailed Wayfair, and they didn't have any more left, so they couldn't ship me another one. And so they said, just keep that one, do whatever you want with it, and we'll refund your money. So I went to work with some paint and putty and glue, and this is the result. Up close, it doesn't look as good, but I figure it's kids' furniture anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? So we did get some kind of kid-friendly decor to go with it. He has a lot of wall decals, and I gave him this Kylo Ren poster from my collection. It used to be in my office, but I'm not a huge fan of the new trilogy, so I didn't mind giving this up at all. For his furniture, I decided not to repaint it, even though I generally do refinish or paint furniture in a room makeover. He's a kid. He's going to tear stuff up. So we did just put decals on it and kind of make it look cute and like it matched the rest of the room, and he doesn't care. So these are his gray curtains. You probably know already that I am not a fan of blinds. I like curtains. These are on a traverse rod, which means you have like a cord on the corner where you can pull them back and then pull them back to the center. And it's super easy to use. He can do it himself. These are droid prints. I ordered these off Amazon, and I popped them into some $5 quick frames from Hobby Lobby, and they look fantastic. There are also some more decals. Over here is mostly the new trilogy, not so much the classic. So originally I was going to put a shelf over here so he could put all his stuffed animals on it, but we kind of threw that idea out the window when we got the overbed shelf, and I actually like the way it turned out. I really like these decals. These are from Roommates. I'm going to go ahead and link them in the description below so that you can get them if you want them. I mentioned before that his furniture, I didn't repaint it. It is kind of a mishmash. I've given him tons of storage space because he needs it. Otherwise his stuff is everywhere. But this particular dresser, he broke his last one, and so I just bought him this plain white dresser, and I didn't want to repaint it because I know he's just going to tear it up anyway, and I'll probably buy him another one. But I did let him put decals on it to make it match everything else, to look like it goes. Like I said, the back of the door is actually painted with chalkboard paint, and he did that himself. I was really proud of him. He worked really hard on it. My father-in-law and I just came in and kind of touched things up for him. But yeah, I was like, if you're going to make over your room, you better help out here. And he was more than happy to. So he draws on it a little bit. He hasn't done a whole lot yet, but the thing I don't like about it is the dust. You can see some dust in the corner there. So we have to sweep in here a lot. So these are super cool. This is one of the light switch plate covers. I also got lightsaber outlet covers, 4 of them, and a Stormtrooper light switch cover. But I think the Darth Vader one is my favorite. I ordered those off Amazon as well, and they took forever to get here. All these decals look really great, but I especially like the TIE Fighters that kind of blend into the red. Those look like they're really meant to be there. This is my favorite one right here. Right below it, though, is this giant Stormtrooper. It's like almost as tall as my son is. It's also from Roommates. It came in, I think, 5 pieces, and I had to put it together on the wall, which was not fun for a first-timer. Never done decals before, but he turned out okay. My son especially likes him. He's a big fan of Stormtroopers in general. So these coat hooks are from Hobby Lobby as well, and they are just screwed into the drywall, but they're pretty solid. He's only hanging a coat, and then when he gets a sweater for this year, he'll hang it up there too. I'm going to go ahead and show you the closet because a lot of people like it, but it's basically, it just came like this when we moved into the house. I think they used this for their craft room. So there were a lot of shelves, and basically all I did was buy as many red totes as I could down from Dollar Tree, and that's how he organizes his closet. And it's actually perfect for a boy. If he had a lot of clothes he needed to hang up, I might take out some of the shelves, but right now it's perfect for him the way he is. He can fit everything into his dresser. So over here is where I was able to put the Stormtrooper light switch cover, which I think it came from China because it took like months to get here, but it looks really cool now that it's up. There's another decal that came in pieces and I had to assemble it awkwardly. I was terrible at it, but it turned out all right. And my favorite decals are back here. I like the Death Star, Millennium Falcon, TIE Fighters. It's kind of old school Star Wars. We have these really old Star Wars posters that we got from a calendar like 10 years ago. This is also the music wall because my son does play guitar and piano, so he keeps his stuff over here so he can practice when he needs to. It is a pretty small room, so I was really happy that we were able to fit everything we needed to in here and still have enough space for him to, you know, be a kid and play. This is his chalkboard wall. We painted this entire wall with chalkboard paint, and he does draw on it occasionally, as you can see. To clean it, we can just wipe it down with a wet cloth, but like I said before, it does get really dusty. That is the entirety of my boys' room Star Wars makeover. I hope you liked it. I know my son is thrilled with it, and everybody that I've talked to about it loves the idea of painting the walls red and trim black, even though I would never ever do it again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next time we will be back to playing video games again. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.